Here is the Spring League star, Jake Bates, set to get this one going. And we're underway here in South Philly. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look. First carry for Saquon Barkley. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Well, Mike, you know the old saying, the more tight ends on the field, the better. And in this case, it worked out perfectly. A lot of big bodies on the field, hat for a hat. Nice job there by the back, picking up a good gain.
Man in motion is Brown. He'll try the jet sweep, heading right. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line.
This is just another creative wrinkle that they can add to their offense to help move the chains. They don't do a ton of sweeps throughout the course of the game, but they do just enough here and there to keep the defense guessing.
They'll go 3 tight ends here on 1st and 10. Man in motion is Brown. On play action, here's Hurts. He'll get this complete. That's A.J. Brown. After the catch, he gets that forward for a gain of 9. Second and a yard.
Great, set.
They'll run it here with Saquon. And he's not going to get away. They're going to bring him down on the other side of midfield.
How often do we see linebackers be so fast trying to track down the ball carrier that they end up actually overrunning the play and allowing the running back to cut back? But not this guy. Does a great job staying in phase, stretching this ball out sideways, and he brings them down for a loss.
They go 5 receivers for 3rd down and 4. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. Jahan Dotson was the intended receiver there. And that'll set up 4th down.
They told us this week they were going to try to come out fast, and tell you what, that's exactly what they did. Put immediate pressure on this secondary and let them know, hey, all game long today, you better defend every blade of grass because we're coming out firing. And even though that ball falls incomplete, it goes a long way in setting up the rest of this game plan as the game unfolds.
That's complete. Tight end got it. And he's going to have the Eagles' first down. They'll have it by a lot. It turns out to be a big gainer on 4th down.
They've done a nice job spreading the ball around. Make the defense have to account for as many different weapons as possible here early. I think back to our conversation with this coaching staff, Mike. They identified this guy as someone they needed to get involved early and often.
That is caught. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up 1st and goal.
Great, set.
They'll run the sneak. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
From a little further back, here's 2nd and goal. They'll run with Barkley. He slams it in there, and in. Saquon Barkley. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
The extra point by Elliott is good. And the Eagles will take a 7-0 lead. So following the score, here comes Elliott to kick this one away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get across the 20, mark him at the 22-yard line. First and 10. Goff going to open up with a throw. Brought in by the tight end, Sam Laporta.
So you come back out here after watching the opposing team score first, and what you want to do is you got to establish a little early rhythm and get the drive started. Get a little positive energy into that huddle, and what hopefully starts out good ends with you being able to get some points of your own.
So after one, it's the Eagles with the early advantage. And we're back in Philly in a moment. Second down and 3. Here's the first carry for the Iowa State Cyclone, David Montgomery.
We go.
Here's third down and a few inches.
Maverick.
They'll try and run it here with Montgomery. And he'll get this to the 35. That's good enough for the first down.
I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for first and 10. One more time for Montgomery. And he'll be tackled up around the 45-yard line.
This is how you draw up your opening possession when you're on the road. The longer the drive goes, the quieter the crowd gets. Continue to mix in that run game. Let's see if they can finish off by putting this ball in the end zone.
Couple of first downs has them out to the 45-yard line as it's first and 10. They'll go play action with Goff. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be second down.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on first down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in second and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the first down here? Or is the idea to just make third down manageable and take your chances picking up a key third down?
We go.
And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Value 3.
2 minutes remain. First half in a 7-0 game. We'll come back to Philadelphia right after this. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Goff with the give to Montgomery. And he'll get forward for a couple. It's 2nd down.
Here we go, fellas. Here we go. Here we go. Run away. Run away. Now you won.
Out of the shotgun, it's Goff. He'll take a shot down the middle of the field. He is in. Tim Patrick. Touchdown, Detroit. Now Jake Bates on for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lions come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. And this ball is not going to get to the 20, so that's whistled dead, and the ball gets placed at the 40-yard line. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40.
Great. Set.
On the ground, it's Barkley to start the drive. And he's down on the other side of midfield. Mark him at the 48-yard line.
And a nice pickup there by the back with an explosive run play. And it's important to point out, Mike, this offensive play caller, he's still working off that opening script. It doesn't necessarily have to just be the first possession. Using formations, using run game and pass. Unmask the defense and understand where to take the play calling as the game unfolds.
And they'll get about half of what they needed. It's a pickup of 5 and sets up 2nd and 5.
Recognizing the blitz is just the first step in the process for a quarterback, understanding who you can account for with the protection and then who you can't account for. That's where your hot receiver comes in. He points to his receiver who the defender they're hot off of. That guy comes, gets the ball out of his hands, and results in a completion.
On play action, Hurts. Taking a shot downfield for Smith. That's going to be caught. It's a touchdown for the moment, but there are flags on the field, and not sure this one's going to stand. Here's a timeout for Philadelphia. That is their 2nd. As they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining here in half number 1. Work to do now as they come up on 2nd and long.
Great. Set. Hey, 73.
They'll fake the give. Now it's Hurts. He's going to try it here again. And that is incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended receiver. Now it's going to be 3rd down.
It seemed there was a bit of a busted coverage in the secondary, and I think that's what led that receiver to be so wide open. And that's a ball that just needs to be put on him. It doesn't have to be a perfect throw. It doesn't have to be thrown on the money. Just make it catchable and take advantage of that opportunity.
No, set. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Go silver, ready? No, touch.
3rd and long for Hurts. He's going to dial up another deep ball. And he will go all the way. Jahan Dotson. Touchdown, Eagles. A beautiful combination in the air there. The pass downfield and bringing it the rest of the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And it's really just a great route, Mike, and then a beautiful throw. The accuracy of the throw is what allowed the receiver not only to secure the catch, but then be able to turn it up and finish the play and find himself in the end zone.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. And this one is fielded in the end zone. Will not be returned. So it'll come out to the 30. Set to go now on 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Goff. That'll be caught. It's Jahmyr Gibbs. And he'll get about 8 on that one. Most of it coming after the catch. It's 2nd down. From the gun, it's Goff. He's got Laporta open on the left side. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45.
Every once in a while, it just comes down to you need somebody in the huddle to just make a play. And it wasn't a whole lot fancy here. The quarterback just dumps the and then really it's the yards after catch that did the rest. And that's what it takes. You're not always going to have the perfect play. You're not always going to dial up the perfect play against the perfect look. Sometimes players need to make plays, and that was a good one there.
A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down. On play action, Goff. That's caught by Gibbs.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
From the gun, on 3rd down, it's Goff. That one on target to Williams. He's got it. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they get the timeout. Out comes Jake Bates to try a field goal here. Spotted at the 35, this a 45-yard attempt. Bates' kick is good. And the Lions are back within 4 at 14-10. Okay, Coach, thanks a bunch. We'll see which team's adjustment's going to pay dividends here. Likely going to play a big role in who wins this one. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And this one will not be returned, so the second half begins with a touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Off play action. He'll set up to throw. Oh, in trouble. Down he goes. That is Jalen Carter, the Georgia product, barreling in for the sack.
Here we go. 2 for 1. 2 for 1.
And now he's not spiking it. It's a fake. Well, they'll get some of the sack yardage back, but it's still going to leave them with third down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
Here's Goff. That's a short one caught by Laporta. And a good job here defensively. They did not let him get away. He's well short of the first down marker.
I think this is one of those plays that when the ball carrier watches this back in the film room tomorrow, he's going to be a little frustrated with himself. If he could just have made that one guy miss, he picks up the first down. Instead, he gets brought down short of the sticks, and now they got a fourth down decision to make.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on fourth down. They'll go for it. Here's Goff. He's got his tight end. That's Laporta. And he's going to have the Lions first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving. And then some. They'll run with Montgomery. And the struggles in the running game continue. They take him down behind the line. Lost one on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. Throwing, Goff. This one complete to Amon-Ra St. Brown. And they're going to be set up in the red zone. They've got it inside the 15. From the gun, here's Montgomery. And he won't get much. Taken down at about the 12. Look him up on a 2nd down and 8. Now Goff. He'll get that into the hands of Williams. And they'll hold him to a gain of just a couple and sets up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
Big play coming up. This is third down. To throw is Goff. That's in the end zone and intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Reed Blankenship. The drive begins at the 20. Here's 1st and 10. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. The open receiver is Dotson. And he's taken down, but not until he gets to the 32-yard line.
This is a tale as old as time, Mike. It seems that anytime a team forces a takeaway, fumble, or interception, the ensuing drive starts with a shot, a deep play in the air to try to seize on some of that momentum. We just saw a great example of it here.
On 1st and 10, it's Barkley. Trying to find some place to go, but nothing developing. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 1. On 2nd down, Hurts. That's taken in right side by Goddard. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
A lot could go wrong anytime you decide to put the ball in the air here late in the 4th quarter as you're trying to run out the clock and protect this lead. But at the same time, I like that they haven't gone super conservative, just handoff right, handoff left, and it just turns into tackling practice. So I like the balance of making the defense defend everything, because right now, possess the ball, protect the ball, and ultimately just...
This is a city that's hosted more Super Bowls than almost anybody else. And, oh yeah, Brock, they've won a couple of their own along the way, too. We're in the home of the Buccaneers, Tampa, Florida, and Raymond James Stadium. Personnel is out. Everyone's ready to get this one going. And we're off and running from Raymond James. He stopped on the return at the 27. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Purdy setting up that play action. Nabs along that sideline. Samuel. They get 18 yards out of it and a new set of downs.
You know what I like about that, Kate? I like that they're not coming out slow. They're willing to go with some looks here that will yield big yardage down the field instead of just settling for dinking and dunking the ball.
Purdy on 1st down. Reeled in by George Kittle. They got 24 yards on the play. And that's a 49er 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
Purdy throwing here on 1st. Kittle brings it in. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal. Working inside the red zone. And they're going to take this in for the San Francisco touchdown. The 49ers take a 6-0 lead on their opening drive. He finds one of his great receivers, Brock, and they are off to a great start to begin this ballgame.
Yeah, it's such a positive offensively when you could go find not just a field goal, but a touchdown on that opening drive. And defensively, this starts to shake the foundation of your preparation and makes you wonder what's in store.
Now the 49ers will line up for a 2-point conversion. He's throwing for it. And that's brought in for 2, Brock. That's going to put him up 8-0. Well, evidently a touchdown wasn't enough for them. They further quiet this home crowd by adding the 2-point conversion.
You know what I love about this? I love it because coaches spend time all week saying we're going to be aggressive, we're going to go for it, but then you back it up with a decision like that. That's empowering your team in another team's building. What a start.
They'll get this drive started. First and 10. Shotgun handoff to Irving. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down. Baker now from the gun. Got Evans. It's complete. Running down the left side. And he does quite a bit of damage before they finally take him down.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
First down from the red zone. Completes this one to Otten. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a first down.
Run.
Irving here from the gun. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. Second and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical third down.
Once again, Irving. Jukes out a one-stop. It'll be a quality gain on the run, and that also brings us to the end of this quarter. Ready to go with our second quarter. Buccaneers with the ball and a chance to score. First down, and they go right back to him. And he's brought down for a loss. Working quickly here.
Kings!
Pressure coming. Baker. He's got it. And this one stopped at the 3-yard line. A dose of the hurry-up offense here.
Alert!
Mayfield now on 3rd and goal. And they will score. It's a Tampa touchdown. The Buccaneers finish off their opening drive. So the Buccaneers keeping their offense on the field. 2-point attempt coming up. And he makes the catch, and just like that, we're right back even at 8 apiece. The Bucs get lined up, and they will kick this away. No return as this bounces into the end zone. The ball's coming out to the 20. They're out and set. First and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. Makes a cut to the right sideline. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset?
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
And he gets it forward, is still about a yard out of that. Not able to get away from the big Vita Vea. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9. We're at the 2-minute warning now from Raymond James. And it's the 49ers who have it 2nd and 9.
65-6.
Going run again with McCaffrey. And once again, he doesn't manage much before getting brought down. They push it forward for a yard. That brings up 3rd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
It's 3rd and 8. Need to get a chunk here. Working out of the gun, it's Purdy. Built up this one off to his running back, complete. And they'll get him down after he gets into the 48. Purdy trying on 4th down. And someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Levante David. The 4th down call ends in a defensive highlight as he picks off the throw and gets his guys off the field.
You know, one way or another, it looked like they were going to get off the field that time, but it's so much sweeter as a defense to run off that field holding the ball. So many defensive coaches in this league preach it. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. It's all about the ball. Not only the energy you create on your side, but that little seed of doubt you put in the quarterback's mind the next time he goes out to throw it.
Good starting field position for the Buccaneers. 1st and 10. Here's the give to Irving. It's a 21-yard gain. And that's good enough for a Tampa 1st down.
No frills, nothing fancy. That was just a good old offensive line dominated in the trenches. And that sprung them to get to the 2nd level and beyond.
New set of downs for him at the 38. Going to the ground again on 1st. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. Halfway there on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That run's not going to turn many heads, but at the end of the year, I promise you, if you average over 5 yards a run, you can be a Pro Bowler.
Here's 2nd and 5. Forced out to his right. They connect on the deep shot. They rip off a big chunk of field, and it sets them up with 1st and goal.
One thing we don't have in football is we don't have that radar gun. But if we did, Kate, this is the kind of throw, when you throw it that deep outside the numbers, that requires a serious fastball, serious arm strength, and he just showed it off.
Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. Four downs now to get in. Here's 1st and goal. Irving finds the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. The Buccaneers take the lead just before halftime. So, Brock, this offense starting to find its rhythm a bit as they finish things with a touchdown there to give them the lead.
And the key word there that you said is finish, because you want to have that mindset, even early in the game, that field goals aren't going to cut it. So that's great work to make sure they finish with 6 points.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. He'll begin his return from the 11. And he's going to make this to the 28 before going down. Here comes the final play of our first half. Just before halftime, we get a timeout taken. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. They'll turn to the ground game and just run this clock out. Through the second level at the 40. And he gets it forward all the way to the 44. So we finished 2 quarters. A couple more to come after this short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports after this. Well, that first half, certainly an interesting one. Kate, Scott, Brock Eward with you as we get back and see what the second half has in store for us. Out to kick it away. Here's Moody. Tucker now on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. On the give, this is Irving. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Hey, 2 minutes, 2 minutes.
Offense in the hurry up here.
Alert, alert, alert. Run, run, run. What's up?
Mayfield now from the gun. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop him. And that pushes them back. 3rd down coming up.
Yeah, let's give some credit to the defense here, Kate, right? We talk about explosive plays. Every offense is looking for them. But when a defense can go back-to-back, Jack, with a tackle for loss and a sack, well, they're more than doing their job.
And this one gets to the 33-yard line before it's stopped.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Offense looking confident, but they need 4 here on 4th down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
Back to throw it. Oh, it's an interception. Talanoa Hufanga makes the play. And he takes this one back for the pick 6. Well, they had to try something there on 4th down, but that throw played right into what the defense was anticipating, Brock, and they make it hurt that much worse by taking the turnover back for 6.
Hey, I'm all for these great group celebrations, and, you know, I'm not Captain No Fun, but one of these times, run that football over to the D coordinator who predicted that play was coming and really made the right call to create that opportunity.
'49ers to the line. Here comes another 2-point attempt. Purdy throwing here. And he barrels his way in to get the 2 points. Worked so well the first time. Hey, why not go right back to it? See if you can be successful again. They do, and they are.
I like the way you say that right there, Kate, because you almost feel the confidence, right? Like if you get it the first time, you're almost playing with house money. Even if you fail, it's still 14 points. It's not really a failure. And if you get it, well, you gain even more confidence and make that opponent think that much more.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. And that one hit the landing zone first and then into the end zone. So it's going to be a touchback out to the 20. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Irving on the inside give. And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. Moving quickly, trying to get set again. Right back to Irving now. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
Big time drive. Let's go.
Offense up to the line fast. Straight ahead, it's Irving. And they'll bottle this up after a 4-yard gain. Brought down by Javon Hargrave. Now it's Irving. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Third down, here's Mayfield. Complete beyond the marker. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that's good for a Buccaneer first down.
Point it right, point it right, point it right. What's up?
Going with Irving here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Buccaneer football. They trail, but it's still within reach for them. Offense to the line for second down.
Hey, alert 33. What's up?
Shotgun snap for Mayfield. Catch made by Bucky Irving. And that will not be enough for a first down.
Rhythm. You hear me talk about rhythm a lot. Whether it's a golf swing, a baseball swing, heck, even a bowler gets himself into rhythm. And I'm just telling you, Kate, from experience, these little throws to running backs, it's one of the best things to get your offense into rhythm and a nice little gain on top of it. This is why we hear about closing speed so often when you evaluate players. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released and alter that throw.
Regular. Real. What's up?
Desperation time here on fourth. He can't get away. They get the sack and force a turnover on downs.
Hey, I am all for aggression. You get 4 downs, go for it. But I do have to wonder here, Kate, after being denied once again, is there going to be a trust level on that sidelines to go for it the next time they get this shot?
First down throw by Purdy. He's on the move. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Got the one-on-one they wanted, Brock, on that slant, but just not enough to get the completion.
Yeah, you got to create separation. We all love the slant route. It could be super effective, but you got to beat press. You got to beat jam. You got to beat off man, and you got to create separation so there's not that bang-bang impact to knock the ball loose like that.
6 yards the pickup there. That's going to bring up 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
This dude just simply got a nose for the marker no matter how they get him the ball, Kate. Hand it to him, and he sniffs out that first down. Get it to him on a screen, and it's no different. He surges ahead and keeps this drive moving.
Shotgun snap for Purdy. That's taken in by Samuel. And he takes it past midfield and starts the drive into Buccaneers territory. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Tampa. 49ers clinging to a 1-point lead. 2nd and 6 coming up here. From the gun, McCaffrey. And he's tackled with the first down yardage.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Wow, they're going to pass it here. Buying some time right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at the coverage on that play, Kate. I love that. That is textbook defense right there. When the quarterback escapes the pocket, man, you got to find somebody. You got to go get sticky on your offensive guy. It's exactly what the secondary did, and it forces the throwaway.
So after the incompletion, here comes the second down call. Oh, look at this. He's setting up to throw. Into the hands of Kittle. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
Well, that right there, Kate, that is the epitome of trust. And trust in your big physical tight end. Throwing his way into double coverage. You may question the decision when the ball leaves his hands, but it's tough to question when it produces results like that.
He'll look to throw it. That throw finds Kittle. And that should just about do it, folks. They take it in for the touchdown, and that should lock up this win. You love seeing a tight end get the chance to show off those